Here's what's making news this Wednesday. Holiday travel is underway despite warnings from officials to reconsider. And still no word on what's going to happen to the COVID relief bill after the president thinks your checks should be higher.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Hamill. We're expecting mild winter weather today. That's not the case to the north of us. There's a major winter event taking place. Here's a live look at what's happening right now in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. That's in the northern part of the state. The snow is coming down, and they're expecting a lot more. Let's head over to Chris Reese over at the Weather Center. Just the opposite here.
Yeah, just the opposite here. I can't tell you, our friends towards the north and west, they are under a blizzard warning, expecting some major snowfall there, along with winds of 50 to 60 miles per hour as we move into this afternoon and tonight. This is something to keep in mind if you're headed up that way. Starting out, zoomed in on the Twin Cities, you see that snow line just now starting to make its way there. Here we are in Madison, well into the warm sector. Even the showers have moved out, the snow trying to melt away as fast as possible. But the cold, it's going to be working its way on in by the time we get you into later on this afternoon. I said this yesterday. I stick true to my promises. We are much warmer than we were just 24 hours ago. The cold will be the story as we move into this time tomorrow. It is going to be about 40 degrees colder in some spots. 46 right now in Madison. 54 in Janesville, 46 in Mineral Point, 50 for basketball, Camp Douglas at 50. Tomorrow we're talking teens at this time of the day. So it is going to get much, much colder, Mark. The wind, the temperature drop, it's all coming in just a matter of hours. By 6 o'clock, we're going to be back into the 30s.
All right, big change coming. Thank you, Chris. Let's check back in a few minutes. Thank you. Well, despite the Midwest storm and the soaring numbers of coronavirus infections and hospitalizations, many Americans are hitting the road and getting on planes this holiday season. Mola Lange reports from Newark Airport.
If you have travel plans right now, cancel those travel plans.
As New York Mayor Bill de Blasio pleaded with New Yorkers to stay home for Christmas,
stay away from me.
Tensions boiled over in California over masking up during the holiday season.
300,000 people are dead!
Former Growing Pains star Kirk Cameron hosted a controversial mask-optional protest against the state's stay-at-home orders, with more than 100 people singing carols at a Los Angeles area mall.
There is immunity in community.
Southern California is no stranger to resistance to COVID restrictions. The LA County Sheriff's Office says it has made at least 235 arrests, busting underground parties in December alone. And Southern California is suffering from the fallout. ICUs across the region are at capacity, with hospitals scrambling for extra space. The University of California Irvine Medical Center is one of 3 facilities in Orange County building new mobile field hospitals to handle an influx of COVID patients.
We're exhausted. We're holding on.
Brad Spellberg is Chief Medical Officer at the LA County USC Medical Center.
What is the worst case scenario here?
Our fear is we end up looking like New York did, in April, when you are just systematically, completely overwhelmed.
It's like a bomb has been dropped on our home.
Teresa Perazzi knows the emotional toll COVID can take on a family all too well. Her 85-year-old parents, Jerry and Shirley, have been married for 57 years. They were both hospitalized with COVID this month, just days apart.
As I'm waving to my dad goodbye in the ambulance, I'm thinking this might be the last time I see him.
While the holiday travel season shows no signs of slowing down, the Department of Health and Human Services has announced a new deal with pharmaceutical giant Pfizer to secure 100 million additional doses of COVID vaccine. That's in addition to the 100 million Pfizer has already agreed to, bringing the country closer to the government's ultimate goal of vaccinating all Americans. Mola Lange, CBS News, Newark, New Jersey.
The health secretary in Britain says scientists have identified another new variant of the coronavirus in 2 people, both of whom are contacts of recent arrivals from South Africa. British Health Secretary Matt Hancock says anyone who's been in South Africa in the past 2 weeks, together with their close contacts, must immediately quarantine themselves. There is still gridlock at English ports that's keeping thousands of truckers and travelers stranded, that despite a deal with France to lift a 2-day blockade imposed because of that new variant of the coronavirus. coronavirus. The blockade had isolated Britain and raised fears of food shortages. Some goods and passengers began arriving on the French shores this morning thanks to an agreement that allows people with a negative virus test to cross the channel. But officials warned the backlog would take days to clear, and some truckers scuffled with police as huge lines of vehicles persisted at the port of Dover. The newly passed COVID relief package may still be in jeopardy this noon. In a surprise move, President Trump last night demanded Congress revise the $900 billion COVID relief legislation it recently passed. It was mostly Republicans, not Democrats, who opposed higher stimulus payments. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi tweeted last night, "At last, the president has agreed to $2,000. Democrats are ready to bring this to the floor." But other lawmakers expressed concern. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham tweeted, "The COVID-19 package, while imperfect, will save jobs and lives." President-elect Joe Biden called the bipartisan legislation a first step.
Like all compromises, it's far from perfect, but it does provide vital relief at a critical moment.
The president-elect also formally introduced Connecticut's Education Commissioner Miguel Cardona as his nominee for Education Secretary. The Chief Justice of the Ohio Supreme Court has removed a judge from 2 cases for failing to take proper safety precautions to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. An attorney in the case before the county alleges the judge continued to hold in-person hearings and did not mandate mask wearing. The judge responded by saying he'll begin requiring masks, but the Chief Justice said that didn't go far enough. At least 10 people were injured after an explosion in downtown Baltimore this morning. It happened at the Baltimore Gas and Electric Building. Eyewitnesses say they heard and felt a large explosion and saw scaffolding fall from the building. Of the 10 people injured, 9 are critical, 1 is in serious condition. There's also a partial roof collapse at the building. 2 contractors who were cleaning the building windows were left clinging to the remaining scaffolding for about 30 minutes before being rescued. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. It's called El Gordo, the Fat One, an annual tradition that attracts millions. We'll explain what all the hubbub is about when we come back.
Dear Grandma, this year's going to be a special holiday. It will be different being so far away, but Mom says it will be better to be safe. So I'm sending your present in the mail. Stay safe, Grandma. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
At iMart Express, we've enhanced our safety and cleaning standards so that you can shop safely and save. Get 2 pairs of glasses for under $40 and 2 pairs of progressives for under $80. Shop safely and save at iMart Express.
Right glasses.
Right price.
Right now.
Menards has the best and brightest ideas for lighting your home. Explore our lighting showroom and find your style with over 1,000 styles of Patriot lighting interior lights, like this Bee Island light with a white wash finish. It's $199.99. Add a rustic elegance with this Wayland 5-light chandelier. Its soft ambient light is perfect for your living space. It's $179.99 now at Menards. Plus, give the perfect gift with a Menards gift card.
You're up early.
Well, U.S. Cellular is giving away the latest phones for free with no hidden requirements, so I did not want to miss it.
Actually, you can get the latest phones free all season long.
What? All season long, huh?
Yep, and no hidden requirements.
You in the market for any camping gear? Only been used once.
At U.S. Cellular, get the latest phones free with the plan of your choice and no required phone trade-ins all season long. U.S. Cellular. Upgrade to fair.
So, how's saving for the renovation going?
All done.
I will never understand how you do it.
Easy. She saves with BMO Harris. We give you a cash reward for every month you save.
So BMO will give me cash for saving money?
You bet.
Can the subject hold position 2, please?
How's this?
That's art.
That makes saving look good.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. Get a $5 reward every month you save $200 or more in a new BMO Statement Savings account.
Fire threatens everything in its path. When it threatens our communities, we respond. We bring the fight to the front line. The Army National Guard stands ready because sometimes the front lines are in our own backyard. We will always be there when our community needs us the most. Find out more about serving your community part-time by visiting nationalguard.com.
Dear Grandma, this year's going to be a special holiday. It will be different being so far away, but Mom says it will be better to be safe. So I'm sending your present in the mail. Stay safe, Grandma. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Well, the job market numbers are not the best, and a pair of star-spangled shoes fit for a superhero. Naomi Ruckham has today's Money Watch report.
The U.S. government has struck a deal with Pfizer to get tens of millions more Americans vaccinated against COVID-19. Under the terms of the agreement, Pfizer will supply 100 million additional doses of its vaccine by next July. That doubles the number of vaccine deliveries to the U.S. The deal would help offset a potential shortage next year. There's more tough news for the job market this holiday season. According to the Labor Department, 803,000 Americans filed for unemployment benefits last week, but that was a bit fewer than expected. Companies are facing more cases of COVID-19, but there's optimism over the new relief bill. Americans are closing their wallets as we close out the year. According to the Commerce Department, U.S. household spending fell 0.4% in November. It's the first drop since April. Consumers reined in purchases as more local governments enforced pandemic-related business restrictions. And now you can own your own pair of superhero shoes inspired by Wonder Woman's iconic costume. Bion Footwear and Warner Brothers teamed up to create this one-of-a-kind shoe just in time for Wonder Woman 1984, which will be released in U.S. theaters this Friday. The adult sizes sell for $110, while children's sizes go for $60. You can pre-order them now. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Naomi Ruckham.
Naomi, thank you. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up almost 250 points. The NASDAQ up 19. The S&P 500 up 20. Well, it's the world's biggest lottery, and it's called El Gordo, the fat one. People in Spain and around the world bought tickets for the annual draw that could see them win millions of dollars. CBS's Ian Lee reports.
On Wednesday, lives were changed with a spin. Spanish school children sung out numbers live for a lottery with 1,800 different prizes. It's called the Fat One, and for good reason. Spain's Christmas lottery has a prize fund worth roughly $2.7 billion. That'll make you stop in your tracks to watch, hoping 2020 wasn't so bad after all. The whole staff has bought lottery tickets, says this waiter. Everything is good and we're happy after the year we've had. This shop in Madrid sold one of the lucky tickets for the jackpot worth roughly $5 million. I sold it in July, says this employee. It was one of the first ones. Rules allow the same numbers to be sold multiple times, meaning scenes like this could be playing out across the country, like they have for more than 200 years, as this annual Christmas tradition dates all the way back to 1812. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
And authorities in Spain are opening the lottery to other countries, so if you're hoping to play, there's always next year. Well, enjoy the balmy weather. We're in for a downturn. Chris explains next.
In 1912, Leon L. Bean sold his first batch of 100 boots. 90 of them leaked. He refunded every pair and then perfected them. Because if it wasn't comfortable, he didn't want people to have it. This holiday season, we want to help you give the warmest, coziest, longest-lasting gifts on Earth and make you feel more comfortable than you have in a long, long time.
At American Family Insurance, we've always protected more than what you drive. We've protected and supported the dreams that drive you. Right now, that means extending our 10% savings on auto premium for all current and new auto customers through March, so you can get a little closer to your dream. Whether your dream is discovering new roads and new limits, or supporting that dream. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
'Twas the holiday season, and as is often the case, magic was found in an unlikely place. Molly tried her best to make introductions. Dad couldn't see past his grown-up assumptions. But thanks to fresh ham and warm apple pie, Dad was finally able to see with fresh eyes. With the freshest assortment to make everyone's faves, the happiest holidays start with Pick and Save.
You were always the responsible one, so much like me, always taking care of everyone else. But this wasn't your responsibility. I already took care of the arrangements. The Ryans made it so easy. I didn't want you to worry about a thing. It's my last gift to you, my lovely daughter.
Hey folks, 'tis the season for presents and trash, but be careful before you toss stuff out. Watch News 3 Now this morning, Thursday. We'll share the one dangerous item you should absolutely not throw in your recycling bin. See you then.
At News 3 Now, we've been asking antenna viewers to rescan TVs in order to receive our boosted broadcast signal. If you're still experiencing problems after rescanning, you may need to install a UHF-VHF combined antenna. For more information, please go to channel3000.com.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Well, Q106 Farm Director Pam Yankee is on her holiday break and out of the radio barn today, so here are your farm numbers. Chris is here now. Some big changes coming into our weather.
Yeah, this weather map is one that's certainly quite wild for us, Mark. I want to show you what's happening across our part of the country, but mainly just towards our north and west. You get up towards Eau Claire, Rylander, this is where you have the purples. Those are winter weather advisories, and the pink, winter storm warnings, and the orange, blizzard warnings just west of the Twin Cities. I know a lot of folks around here travel towards the Twin Cities or parts of Minnesota because you're from there when it comes towards the holidays, and we are talking a smackdown snowstorm today for that part of the country. We're going to pick up on the wind from that along with the temperature drop as we move into tonight and this afternoon. Here's what's happening in Minneapolis right now. Anyone with travel plans towards this direction? It's a bit late, and you're going to be stuck with the mess if you're leaving right now. The rain is already transitioning towards snow in the Twin Cities. Meanwhile, we still stay dry here in southern Wisconsin. We may pick up on a line of some shower activity later. Otherwise, it's going to be flurries as we move into tonight and into tomorrow. Big picture across the Midwest, you see the full extent of that storm as it comes through. But temperature-wise, yesterday I made a promise to you. I said we're going to be much warmer today as opposed to yesterday. Tomorrow, my promise is the exact opposite, and you are going to feel the chill as it comes on through here. Rapid City nearly 40 degrees colder than 24 hours ago. Tomorrow, we will be nearly 40 degrees colder than our temperature right now. As that cold pours in tonight, it settles in on top of us as we move into Christmas. Now, we'll try to mild things up by the time we get towards the weekend, but even still, things are generally going to be staying on the colder note. 47 this afternoon. You see that isolated chance for some showers. Here we are. This is 5:30. Temperatures are into the 40s for us. Then we move this towards 8:30. We're already down towards 30. So within that 3-hour time span, we're seeing an incredible change in your temperature. We're into the teens by the time we get you just beyond midnight. And flurries will likely be flying at this point. A lot of that's going to be low-level moisture. It's not going to show up on radar, but don't be surprised if you do see the flurries. 5:30 tomorrow morning, we're at 15. We drop all the way down to 10. A lot of us will be into the single digits tomorrow morning. Then for tomorrow's highs, we're at 13. Then we start to wake up on Christmas morning, and we're going all the way down to 2. Might I add, it's going to be incredibly windy as well. That being said, let's talk wind chills that are coming through. This is 6:30 this afternoon, so about 6 hours from now, your wind chills are going to be down around 21. We get you towards tomorrow morning. You're waking up, you're getting out and about. Wind chills are well below zero. We're talking 11 degrees below zero, 17 degrees below zero in some spots. Then into the peak heating of the afternoon tomorrow. The warmest part of the day, we're still seeing these wind chills well below zero. That goes all the way to the lakeshore, by the way. Even Milwaukee will feel like zero at the warmest part of tomorrow. Then we wake up on Christmas morning. It'll likely feel like about 5 to 10 degrees below zero again. So a major cold front coming our way. It settles in on top of us for the holiday. We try to get a little milder for the weekend, but we're still under the influence of this chilly northwesterly flow. Another shot of colder air comes to start the week. Then I'm watching what's happening in the desert southwest. It looks like, as of now, a major storm is going to develop across the center part of the country. It's rare that you will hear me use the word major storm this early in the game, but I will tell you, signs all point towards a pretty substantial storm system as we round in or move into the new year. Now, there's still a lot of time to figure out how things are going to play out, but all the models are suggesting a long duration event with a lot of moisture. Let me show you what I'm talking about. By the way, we do have a little chance for some snow on Sunday. Nothing impressive, but nonetheless, the chance is there. Here we are Tuesday night. You start to see the storm system moving in. This is Wednesday throughout the day. This model in particular does take us over to a period of rain. Other models take us really through the winter storm the entire time. But now we're on Thursday at 9 a.m. So we started this on Tuesday. Now we're on Thursday, and we're still being impacted by that storm system. I'm really keeping a close eye on that. New Year's is a time that a lot of folks are out and about. You have plans or you want to find some way to ring in and good riddance to 2020. I understand, but I'm watching that closely. Temperature-wise, it's cold coming up. You know that. I've stressed that one to you. We're going to watch a light snow chance Sunday into Monday, and then next Tuesday night, Wednesday, and Thursday. True focus of my forecast for now. In the world of weather, we are a long way out, so there's going to be a lot of changes, but it looks like at some part of the upper Midwest there will be a pretty substantial storm. Still a lot to fine-tune and a lot to figure out, but we're the first warned weather team, so there's your first warning as to what I'm watching.
Find my big winter coat for tomorrow.
Yep.
All right, Chris, thank you. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
If you think candy canes are just for eating, wait until you see all the ways we can use them.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This Christmas, Fleet Farm has every gift for every list. Don't miss the biggest last-minute deals on everything your loved ones are big into. Like for the person who's big into hosting, Fleet Farm holiday snack trays are 25% off our low fleet price. Or for someone who's big into being cozy, slippers for the family are all 25% off our low fleet price. So hurry in for these red-hot deals on last-minute gifts. Fleet Farm. Gifts are big here.
Protect the people in your life from COVID-19, you help protect everyone in our community. Learn how you can stop the spread at dhs.wisconsin.gov/COVID-19.
Did you know that Geico's whole 15 minutes thing, that came from me? Really? My first idea was, in 1/4 of an hour, your savings will tower. Over you, figuratively speaking. But that's not catchy, is it? That's not going to swim about in your brain. So I thought, what about 15 minutes, 15%? Serendipity.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do?
Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. Download the Channel 3000 Firstborn app, sponsored by Group Health Cooperative, and be prepared for anything headed our way.
Keeping yourself and your family safe from germs and bacteria is made easy with Cetus ultraviolet technology for sterilization. Through time-tested ultraviolet irradiation, killing 99% of dangerous microbes is simple and effortless. UV light technology is faster and more reliable than water-based disinfectants. Now easier than ever to live germ-free. Visit www.cetusonline.com. That is cetusonline.com.
Well, let's head over to the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where Howard has a last-minute suggestion for a holiday cookie.
If I ask you, what is the one candy that reminds you of Christmas? Chances are pretty good that you'll say candy canes. Yup, these crook-shaped red and white peppermint sticks seem to be everywhere. I guess the thing that makes them so popular, besides being so festive, is that they're so versatile. For those of us looking to add a whimsical and budget-friendly touch to our Christmas trees, candy canes make the perfect ornaments. Looking to make fancy schmancy place card holders for your holiday table? Tie or glue 3 mini candy canes together like this, and your guests will be quite impressed. And when you serve hot cocoa with a chocolate-dipped marshmallow, decorated with colored sugar on the end of a candy cane, you'll turn ordinary hot chocolate into extraordinary. But my all-time favorite way to enjoy these is to roll a from-scratch cookie dough in crushed candy canes before baking them off. What we end up with is a cookie that just shouts holiday special. Between the buttery minty flavor on the inside and the crunchy peppermint candy coating on the outside, these are one tasty cookie. To get the recipe for our peppermint crunch balls, along with more of our candy cane creations, just go online. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a sweeter way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Christmas wish lists look a little different this year. Instead of wondering if they've been naughty or nice, many children reflect the pain the pandemic has had in their letters to Santa. CBS's Danya Backus has the story.
Outside of the Ugly Muck Coffee House in Burbank, California, there's a big red mailbox just for letters to Santa.
I asked Santa for an LOL surprise, Bigwig, and Ma'am Queen.
More than 400 notes have been dropped here. And while there are traditional asks for toys and games,
I want a My Little Pony adventure.
The letters also reflect the reality of this year. Emily Nalbantian owns the Ugly Mug.
And they've requested Santa to be safe. And they reminded him to wear his mask and gloves. And they also said that they were pre-packing his cookies this year to keep him extra safe.
We did get a lot of letters this year.
The United States Postal Service received more than 24,000 letters to the North Pole through its Operation Santa program. Kim Frum says the program usually sees an uptick in letters during times of crisis. 2020 was no different. Letters like this one from Jonah.
Dear Santa, I don't want anything for Christmas.
Request a Christmas miracle.
Can you please find a cure for COVID-19 and give it to us to save the world?
And this one from Emma Jean.
Santa, I hope you, Mrs. Claus, and the elves, the reindeer, are safe from the virus.
Wants Santa and his crew to stay COVID-free. But no matter the request, the spirit of Christmas remains.
They're very selfless children out there, and that's wonderful to see as well.
And the tradition of writing letters to Santa is a reminder of the magic of the holiday season. Danya Backus, CBS News, Burbank, California.
Pretty amazing. Here's Chris, one final check of the weather.
We are certainly warm this afternoon. Temperatures into the upper 40s, dropping into the single digits tonight.
Back here at 4. Thanks for watching, everybody.